Alright, Dragonfly build part 4. Making a little bit of progress. Start off with the fuselage here. I have sort of started prepping this for a primer. So I've sanded it all over with some 220 and kind of knocked down the gnarly flashing on the seam. And inside we have a ply servo tray. And we're going to put a Bluebird 125 WV servo in there for the elevator, which is probably way overkill, but it's a tiny servo. And then I have a Teflon tube glued in. You can see that there for the push rod. And we're going to use a carbon fiber push rod. And you can kind of see where the tube is glued down along the length of the fuselage. And then, it's in there. Oh, it looks like it popped up actually. I thought it was glued down all the way, but it popped up. So I'll have to fix that. Yeah, so there's that. And then on the wing, I've beveled the ailerons so that, they can move up and down. Haven't done the hinges yet. I have to get some hinges. I think I'm going to use those paper hinges with the plastic in the middle. And then, got some lead shot here. I'm going to put this, drill a hole and put this in the wingtip here. And actually not as much as I thought it would take. This is only 4 grams of lead. And with that 4 grams taped on right here, the wing balances pretty good just on my fingertips. So yeah, let's move on and we'll get this lead in the wingtip. And then I'm waiting on some covering. I ordered some Ultra Coat for the wing and some like trim tape, or those sheets of stick-on trim tape. I also cut the hole out for the servo in the wing here, and I've epoxied on some hardwood mounting blocks. And this little divot or recess here is to let the servo wire come out. And again, I'm going to use a Bluebird 125 WV here too. So yeah, good progress. Let's move on to getting that lead installed. So I drilled 3 little holes in the wingtip here and just kind of stuffed the lead shot into the holes, and then just kind of capped it off with a little bit of epoxy. And it's not the cleanest thing ever, but this is going to get a winglet, plywood winglet over this, so you won't see this anyway. The covering arrived. I got me a roll of Ultra Coat, and it's light gray, sort of like primer gray. I'm a fan of gray. And I got some of this trim tape. There's some white, neon orange, black. And then in the description, this said Day Glow Red, and it looked pretty red in the picture, but it turns out it's just pink. So I don't think I'll be using that. So we're going to go with these 3 colors here and the gray. We'll do the wing all gray and then do some kind of stripage with these colors. And then I'm going to go ahead and give the wing a final sand here. Smooth it out as good as I can. I got kind of a soft foam sanding block and some 600 grit sandpaper. I think ideally I should use 300 or 400, but I don't have any, so we'll just go with 600. And we'll just kind of go over the entire wing and smooth out any little lumps or anything that are in there. And then we can see if I remember how to cover. It's been a while since I used covering in a covering iron, but hopefully I still have retained some of my covering magic. But we'll see how it goes. Well, what do you know? I still have some of my covering skills. I got the top of the wing covered in that gray Ultra Coat, and it went on pretty good. No real issues at all. I'm going to go over it once or twice more with the covering iron to get some of the last wrinkles out, but not bad at all. Gonna move on to the bottom now, so let's start getting this bottom side. Well, I have the wing covered now in gray, top and bottom. Came out pretty nice. Gotta do the ailerons and the tail, they're all going to get covered in gray. Everything's basically going to get covered in gray. And then we'll put on some trim and stripes and make it look a little more interesting. Man, I really forgot how fast, trimming up covering dulls out X-Acto blades. I think I've went through 3 brand new blades just doing this wing. And then I figured out I actually ran out of new blades, so I didn't really want to continue because it just makes cutting the edges so much harder, and you end up with wavy lines and you start tearing the covering. It's super important to have brand new fresh X-Acto blades or razor blades when you cover. So I think I'm going to call it a day on this. I was out in the sun all day doing F3F on top of a mountain, and my brain is just fried. So sometimes you gotta just walk away from the workbench and go lay on the couch, or else you start making mistakes. I've been using just a regular covering iron with a sock over it. Just standard covering iron. But one thing that makes covering a lot easier is using one of these little, I forget what it's called, like a trim iron or something. I think it's called a trim iron coverite. I don't even know if this is still made. But man, this little tip here really makes getting in the corners, much easier, and you end up with neater corners, and you can get little pieces down, and you can work in around little bits like this. So yeah, if you guys are gonna do some covering, if you're planning on building a few models, I would suggest trying to find one of these. They're not very expensive. I think these are like 30 or 40 bucks if they're still available. And then again, just any old regular covering iron, and then a heat gun too. But I try to do all the shrinking with the iron, and then use the heat gun if I have to. And then after that, I'll go back over the whole thing with the iron. This is a white foam core wing with balsa sheeting, so you can't use a really high temperature on the iron. You'll actually end up melting the foam and putting a divot in the wing. So yeah, pretty happy. Like I said, that's enough for today. I'm gonna walk away and get something cold to drink and lie on the couch. Alright everyone, I found some motivation and managed to finish the gray covering on the Dragonfly. So the wing is covered top and bottom, the ailerons are covered, tails are covered, elevator's covered. I was going to show you some of the process of covering, but to be honest, I just wanted to get it done, and I'm sure there's plenty of covering technique videos out there on the interwebs already. So I'm going to attempt to put some stripage on here. This is that trim tape. And I cut this piece for the wingtip here, and the challenge is going to be getting this on here without any bubbles. So we might have to do the spraying the soapy water technique on here. It's going to be tricky, but let's get on with it and see how it goes. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Got some neon orange stripe action happening here. After initial failed attempt, I figured out the process. I used soapy water with a little bit of Windex in it and squeegeed out the bubbles after I applied the trim sheet. First attempt, I just used straight Windex, and it seemed like there wasn't enough slip, because the bubbles of Windex would get trapped underneath and I couldn't push them out. So I had to rip that off, and then what I did was I basically just poured about half the Windex out, put a bunch more water in, and a bit of dishwashing soap. And that seemed to be more slippery, or have more lubrication, and the bubbles pushed out easier. And then I just used some tissue paper to push the bubbles out, and also just some scrap soft balsa, because it's really easy to scratch up the covering or even dent your wing. So I tried to use soft objects. So basically I just, sprayed a bunch of this on the area, and I even sprayed it on the trim sheet before I put it on. put it in place carefully and just started in the center and started working everything out. And once all the bubbles are out, I just sealed the edges with the iron. But yeah, looking pretty good. I'm gonna start putting on some other little stripes, some black and white stripes. So basically I think I'm just gonna stripe up the whole thing and then show you guys how it comes out. Here's how my stripes are looking so far. Orange, white, and black. And then on this tip we have kind of an inverse, orange, black, and white. And then I'm going to put some kind of stripe on the bottom and start working on putting some stripes on the tails. Okay, well I decided to put a black and white stripe on the bottom of the wing, just on one side, just to help with visuals. And I think I'm going to move on to cutting out these winglets and seeing how they fit, and then getting some covering on them and gluing them on. So let's get these guys cut out. Okay, the winglets are done and they came out pretty darn good, I think. Covered them up on both sides and glued them on the ends of the wings. And you can see they're on at about a 45-degree angle. And they're orange on the top side. And on the bottom side, they're gray. Oops, still have some tape here. Peel this off. There we go. Looks really good, I think. There's another quick look at the whole wing. Winglet on this side. And on the bottom here. So all that's left to do is put some stripes on the tail, and then we're done with the covering. I keep forgetting to order hinges, so maybe I'll do that today. I think what I'll do is after I put stripes on the tail, I'll probably wrap up this video. Alright everybody, finally finished all the covering, finished up all the stripes. I gotta say, I've had my fill of covering. Although it was really enjoyable, I kind of got burned out on it, but it's finished. So I got the elevator striped off. The elevator was kind of too small to put the same amount of stripes that we had on the wing here, but just put one stripe there on each side, and then the vertical, I put the orange and then 2 stripes on each side, like this. And sort of matches the wing. So on this side we have a big black stripe and a white to match that, and then over here we have a big white stripe and a black to match this side. Same thing with the elevator. So yeah, there we go. This is all the progress we have so far. I think we'll wrap this video up right here. And in the next video, we're going to start priming and painting the fuselage. Hopefully we'll get the hinge work done and install the servos. And maybe just get this thing ready to fly. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and look out for the next video in the Dragonfly series.